Indeed, the Election Commission has delayed elections in Kandahar province following this attack. But some latest lines coming out of Kandahar. The governor, who was injured, critically injured in that attack on Thursday, has survived. In fact, he's spoken to the media as well from his hospital bed. This attack has shaken the polity here in Afghanistan, especially in Kabul, because keep in mind, the strategy being deployed and employed by General Razik in Kandahar had borne dividends as far as the government in Kabul is concerned. So the death of this police officer is being mourned in the presidential palace. Ashraf Ghani, the president, has come out and spoken about it as well. But why Kandahar? Why is Kandahar so important? Well, this is the area where the Taliban movement began in the mid-1990s. This is the area where Mullah Omar, the original founder of the Taliban, basically took oath, so to speak. And to get an idea of the importance of Kandahar and the security situation there, I'm joined by Mahmoud Bamizai. He's a security analyst who has worked in Kandahar for many years, providing consultancy to NGOs operating there. Not the first time an assassination in Kandahar of a high-profile figure, right, Mahmoud?
Yes, there's a history of, it is called the City of Assassins. And the reason why it is called that is because, let's start with Hamid Karzai. There was an attempt on his life in 2002, and it went on to his brother, who was assassinated in Kandahar.
Ahmad Wali Karzai.
Who
was also a very high security official, wasn't he, in Kandahar?
Indeed. He was working with the US government, with the army, and so on and so forth.
As a contractor providing security?
Correct.
And he was assassinated?
He was assassinated. So was the president's cousin, Hashmat Karzai. He was assassinated in that city. And there's been so many numerous attacks on the governor in the governor house for many times.
Were you surprised then that such an attack could take place at the governor house, and especially at a time when the Americans were meeting essentially the high command of Afghanistan in Kandahar?
It seems like in this case it's an infiltration. So they were waiting out, I think, for this time where they could attack, where everyone's there. So it looks like they were trying to maximize on this attack. And it's very sad. It's very unfortunate.
Tell us also about this particular figure, General Razik. He had been in place for about 4 years, more than 4 years. His activities were also questionable as far as Human Rights Watch is concerned. Dozens of people dying or being killed by security forces, allegedly, according to Human Rights Watch, in late 2013. General Razik, but people here in the government consider him a hero.
Indeed, he's brought a lot of security to that region. Kandahar is a very tough region to actually secure because it's a flat terrain. Although the region also has close by Pakistan, it has close by Iran, not that far away. So we have a lot of neighbors that we have to...
So it's right there. On one side you have Iran, on the other side you have Pakistan. Tell us about Pakistan's particular influence as far as the Taliban movement or the rise of the Taliban movement was concerned in Kandahar.
To my knowledge, what I can say is Pakistan, with the support of the Americans, started this war against the Russians. And somehow this region went from freedom fighters to Taliban. So this happened.
And you lived in Kandahar for a bit while the Taliban were there, didn't you?
Indeed, I did. And it was a very hard time because there was no money. The economic situation was really bad. So it was pretty tough.
All right, thank you so much for that, Mahmoud. We will talk to you later about this as well. But just to give you an idea, all of this is happening, the security situation in Kandahar, the attacks and so on and so forth, at a time when elections are due to open in the next few hours. Polling, in fact, will begin on Saturday morning. And here in Kabul, just to give you an idea of how complicated this process is, I've got this gazette. It is 14 pages, and it has pictures of the candidates from 1 to 840 that are competing in the elections just in Kabul. And guess how many seats they're competing for? 33. So 842 candidates competing for 33 seats just in Kabul. You can imagine how complicated it might be to find the candidate you are supporting. Back to you guys.
Many thanks for that, Ali Mustafa, and to your guest.